What's up, YouTube, Facebook, anybody who know I've started this 90-gallon tank. Just wanted to do a really quick video on the tank. I've had the tank set up now for probably close to 5 days, 6 days, something like that. I added all the water in it, what day was it? Saturday. And still got one fish in it. It's pretty much 50 gallons from my old 46-gallon tank plus the sump, and then it is another maybe 50 plus more gallons of salt water from the local fish store that I visit, Reef Chief out in Suffolk. My man Jeff hooks me up. The thing about it is I'm having the diatoms now form on some of the rocks, and you can see it really good on the sand bed. I went with the sugar fine sand bed. It's really not that deep, and as you can see, the diatoms, really not a good look when you got real white sand in your tank. And Mr. Antoine Fisher here, see how he's camera happy. He'll come out and turn to the side so you can get that good angle of him. But as you can look at some of the sand in the tank, that does not come from the power heads. That come from him doing that. As you can see, caught a little part of it. Him digging his tail in the bottom of the sand, kicking up, dust or whatever. As you can tell, my phone is actually making this rock look a whole lot greener than what it is. It's really not that green. Do got a little bit of green spots on it, but not as green as the camera is making it look. As you can tell here, I do got some coralline algae from some of the rocks, and start transferring on these pieces of rock here. I need to get me a turkey baster and dust off all of that sand right there. When he kicks up the sand, being that the sand is so fine, it's actually being stirred up and then dropping right back onto the tank. And I was warned that that would happen, but I've had all different types of sand and whatnot in the bottom of the tank, and I like that look the best. The only thing about it is now trying to keep it clean, especially with those diatoms, it's starting to form. Now, even though I've been in the hobby for a while, I'm still new to it. Basically meaning I'm no expert, basically meaning I'm learning as I go still. And my 46-gallon tank has some issues. We fixed that with a 5-band reactor, running the carbon in the media, and that cleared it up. On this system, I'm not running the 5-band reactor, but I did get some Chemi Pure Elite, and I have the Chemi Pure Elite in this section here of the skimmer. I don't know if that's a good spot for it. It's going to be actually in between here, and the water trickles off and goes into it that way. It goes into that chamber. I do know I have to get a new skimmer, because the skimmer I have right now is not rated for this size tank, and this right here is a Trigger Systems sump tank, and this is the 36-inch one, which is probably holding, wow, I'm not really for sure how much it's holding, but with the 90 gallons I have in the display, this right here is probably over a 100-gallon system, or probably right at 100 gallons, due to the fact that I do have the live rock in the sand taking up some of that space. I got some algae here. Got my refuge light. I don't know if my refuge light is actually strong enough. I'm gonna have to check the wattage on it and make sure. And whatnot. Got some algae down here growing. Got to make sure that's doing what it's supposed to be doing as far as like with my phosphates in my tank. Have to go get that tested. I don't have a phosphate testing kit or anything of that nature, so I'll be getting that tested soon. As soon as Saturday, actually Saturday or Sunday. I want to try to get everything situated. The plumbing part of the tank, I know I got some work to do on that, so please don't criticize me too much. That long pipe running over there, back up to the return. I don't know if you can see that. Back up to the return. And I got that drain coming down into like one sock. Now that's the only thing, that's another thing. I don't know if you can tell by the skim mate. Let's see if I can use this refugium light, which I doubt. Or no, I'm not gonna be able to use that. But the skim mate is actually green, greenish in color. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Not knowing where that's coming from. Sometimes it's actually brown. That's what it used to be in the 46-gallon tank. So gotta make sure that that is right. Now, just like with the 46-gallon tank, I am adding out, which I'll actually pour that out and I'll show you, excuse me. I'm actually adding this inside of my tank. Gallon 8.3. And I was using some of this pH Plus as well. I just check my pH and my alk, all of those are in line, so I don't have to dose every day of those. Don't have to add those every day. And I got some Purple Up. Everybody know what Purple Up is, which I got to make sure that is not affecting the tank in any way. And I'm actually running a T5 lighting system right now. Has 6 bulbs in it, 4 whites and 2 blues, which I'm trying to figure out why I have 1 blue on with the whites. I turn those on, 2 of my other blues come on. I honestly don't have my lights on timers right now. I don't know if they have anything to do with it, but I'm only burning my lights or running my lights from maybe 9 o'clock at night, between 8:30 at night, and I'll go to sleep about 2 o'clock in the morning. So from 8 to 2 in the morning, which is, well, from 8:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning, which only gives me a 1, 10, 11, 12, 1, maybe like 5.5, 6 hours of me lighting the system. I know if you over light the system, you can get algae outbreaks and things of that nature. So that's where I'm at right now with that. Hopefully I'll be getting some timers this week. I really wanted to try to wait on those timers, but you know, with my schedule the way that it is right now, I'm never at home to actually cut the lights on when they're supposed to be on, cut them off when they're supposed to be cut off. These are the power heads I have. I don't know which one that is, but I know that is a Corellia 4, if I'm not mistaken. And that puts out some real nice flow. You can see the top of the tank. So I think I'm getting some flow in there. I just don't know how much. Those MP40s are just a dream right now. That dream haven't come true. But maybe in the future, we'll see how business goes. But right now, that is the problem that I have, and it is so ugly, man. I'm telling you, a couple of days ago, my tank didn't have any of these diatoms on it. It looked great. Another thing is, I feed my fish, one fish, Mr. Antoine Fisher for right now. I'm feeding him like 1 block of the frozen food. As you can tell, you see him doing his little tail wiggle thing. I'm feeding him 1 block of the frozen food, which I'm thinking is too much, which I know is probably too much. So I'm going to have to cut back. But I only feed him once a day. But I'm going to have to think of a different way of feeding him. I know he's not eating all that food. So I know that food is actually, I mean, he just loved doing that little sand thing. It's crazy. So anyway, like I was saying, I know that's too much food, so I'm going to have to try to find out how I can cut back, or maybe cut a block off and feed him a half of it until I get some more fish in the tank. I definitely don't want to add anything to the tank until I make sure I got all my water parameters in place where they're supposed to be. And as you can tell, I got some snails in here, which these are all empty shells. We got some of the hermits right there, some more snails. When the blues is on, you can see some of the little worms inside the rock coming out. I do got an emerald crab in here somewhere. Really not for sure. Look at him. Look at him, man. He is just, I don't know, maybe his butt itch. Who knows, man. If anybody do know why they do that, let me know, man, because this dude is causing a sandstorm on that rock. This right here is not an educational video, instructional video. It's just pretty much a plea for help video. Or just to show the tank as well. So if anybody's into the hobby and got any helpful advice, I really appreciate it. My man Dooms Jose, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He's gonna probably be hooking me up with some real good pieces for the tank. We're gonna work something out, hopefully. I want to send another shout out to New York Stilo, who actually inspired me to go bigger with the 90-gallon tank, especially with the trigger system sump. I think he's not mistaken. I don't think he's into the LEDs yet, or got the LEDs yet. Not from the last video I seen. Metal halides, I wanted to get some of those, but the electricity bill would have been, you know, out of this world in the part of town where I stay at. LEDs right now, there was another dream that haven't came true yet, but I know I do have to get a bigger skimmer. Just don't know which one I'm going to go with right now. SWC cone skimmer right now is something I really think I'm going to probably go with. I seen that with Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. That's the skimmer he was using on his 90-gallon system. So that's the one that I might go with. And the thing about the hobby, I really like the hobby. I've been doing it now for a couple of years, trying to do it for a couple of years. It just seems like every time something comes up, I got to break the tank down, start the tank again, break it down again, start it back up. Hopefully this right here be something I'm able to maintain, keep up, add to the system. And that's pretty much the thing with me, the gadgets. You know, my wish list for the 90-gallon tank is going to be crazy. You know, like, I want the MP40s. If anybody know the price of those, we're looking at what, $450, $475 per side. You got to get 2. You know, Ecotech, they got those Radion LEDs. They what, $750, I think. On a 90-gallon tank, you're gonna have to get 2. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, doing the math on that. Then, you know, if you want to get a tank controller, the tank controller is looking at about what, $350, between $350 and $400. Yeah. And you know, all of this stuff gives you peace of mind, makes the, you know, hobby a whole lot easier, make it, you know, a whole lot funner, with especially with those Radions and those MP40s. You know, you can control the flow, give your tank waves, give your tank different colors. I seen a video a couple of days ago on YouTube where Radions was doing this simulation of a thunderstorm, which is crazy. You know, you get your female friend over, throw this little thunderstorm on, put some quiet storm on. Yeah, hey man, be creative. So anyway, this right here is just the first review of the 90-gallon tank. I'm posting up. I ramble a whole lot, so please forgive me. But like I said, anybody who can give me some really good, helpful advice on my tank, I really appreciate it. And that's about it for this episode. Peace.